Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Flavor of the Week, Fireside Edition. Yeah, it's the off week for the PPL. Everyone's preparing for land. So what is Chef Randy going to do? Talk to you about the more in-depth stuff that might actually come in handy not only next week, but next season. Now, me and my girlfriend, we've used Blue Apron, HelloFresh. We've been cooking up a storm, and yeah, they got great recipes, but none has come with a set of instructions that can give a pro team exactly what they're really looking for, which is a championship. So what I say is skip the Blue Apron, skip those recipes, and listen to Chef Randy, and I'll give you my list of the 5 secret ingredients to make a championship PPL team. Fnatic obviously taking the first place in Europe was a great opportunity to see a team that was flowing. And they, I think, have all the combinations to really make a successful championship team right now in the European region. The first thing that you got to have on your team for an ingredient to be successful are stars. You need that talent. You need the ability to win now. And that's what's important. Stars are the ones who can carry the game, who can change the momentum of a fight just by being them. We've seen it with great teams in basketball, football, soccer, any sport. When it gets down to the wire, you put the ball in the stars' hands. Any team that's going to win big has to have somebody who's willing to step up big as well. The second, and just as important thing that teams are going to need as an ingredient, are role players. Now, the stars can't do everything. These guys are required to make it possible for a game to even be won by a great player, because you got to do the things right all the time, not just some of the time. Supports and flex players often provide this consistent, game-changing stability for a roster that allows their main carries to shine without hesitation. Think about it like this. In a relay, somebody's got to get you 90% of the way to make your last guy be able to sprint that 10% and grab the gold medal for your team. Without role players, stars don't even exist. A third and very important ingredient that I feel is missing in a lot of teams right now is draft flexibility. At LAN, strategies get seen and they get countered. You don't play best of 3s, you play best of 5s, best of 7s, best of 11s even. No, I'm kidding, not that far. But your team has to play different comps. And you also need to have players that can play different champions and not look like a completely different person. They got to keep the same level on a blaster versus a hit scan damage carry if you're going to be able to win. Also, can you adapt when something goes wrong or something unaccounted for takes place? That's the big key here. A lot of teams, yes, one game goes wrong and they're still in it, but can they change? Can they take momentum back from that other team who has stifled them by adjusting on the fly? The fourth ingredient is to be your own toughest critic. Criticism is part of growing, and it's just feedback. Using feedback to climb higher is a must for great teams. Failure is a part of competition. So the real measure of a championship caliber squad is not whether you fail, but what their response to that failure is. The last, and I think one of the most important and less talked about things that you need to be a championship caliber team, is the willingness to innovate. At the bottom, we've seen Virtus.pro separate themselves from the pack in EU and show they're a top contender by choosing Talus and innovating with picks. We've also seen teams such as D69 and Gangstars at DreamHack Valencia get beaten by a strategy that they created, simply due to the fact that they refused to change their ban and pick ideology. Now, understanding they had good intentions and were doing what they thought best, the fact remains that the only team who adjusted to QG and interrupted their flow by playing the off-meta champions they prioritized was Team Cryptic. And that also happens to be the fact that they went 4-1, upsetting the power balance and winning their first LAN ever. The key is at the top or the bottom, whether you're grinding to make a name for yourself or defending the championship belt, being willing to innovate and looking for ways to be better and more effective every day is an essential ingredient for finding success. Well, Thanksgiving's right around the corner, guys. And of course, my father always likes to tell me that the secret to the Thanksgiving turkey sun is not in the baking, it's in the marinade beforehand. So whether you're bad at baking or whether you have some struggles along the way, if you at least take these 5 ingredients that I've talked about in this flavor of the week and put them into play, you're going to be in a great situation with some irresistible flavor to your team composition, but also an undeniable opportunity to eventually go out there and win. My name's Randy, guys. Thanks so much for doing this Fireside Flavor of the Week with me this week. Let me know your thoughts about the episode in the comments below. As always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and we'll see you all in the realm. Thanks for watching. Want some more Paladins esports? Head over to facebook.com/PaladinsGame and make sure to subscribe to our Paladins Premier League and Paladins Global Series show pages. You'll get notifications sent directly to you, including new shows, VODs of the games, and other exclusive content.